Hey there. Some time has passed since I last made a video on my x68000, and now it's time for me to pack it up and ship it to a new home in France. I've decided to give away many things along with this beautifully restored vintage computer. Please enjoy this farewell video of me putting it together and performing some final tests before shipping it out of Japan. Closing the chassis was easy, and now it's time to put in the screws. After the chassis was all screwed shut, I put in the extra RAM and coprocessor board and the MIDI expansion board into the rear I/O expansion slot. The RAM expansion pack also contains a coprocessor that the x68000 can use, and the MIDI board can be attached to a tape backup device to take tape backups as well. The system is now complete. To test the MIDI output, I used a Roland SC-88VL MIDI sound device. I connected the Roland to the MIDI output on the x68000. Now it's time to put in some speakers and an amplifier to this setup. For video out purposes, we will be using the PCast from Buffalo, which is a very simple solution to take in the RGB analog video and convert it to composite and S video. Hooking up the system to the XRGB Mini and the projector and the amplifier is now complete. The setup looks amazing. Now it's time to turn on the x68000. I have the audio out from the MIDI connected to my amplifier and the video out from the XRGB Mini connected to my projector. I have put in floppies containing the game Akumajo Dracula to test the machine. So far so good. Yes, so as soon as the game boots, it asks us to choose the sound output device. Herein we will choose the last option to select the SC55 table MIDI output. Now, wasn't that the best video game loading music ever? There we go. Wow, the game really sounds amazing on the MIDI device. At this point I realized that something is wrong with the MIDI configuration. The MIDI keying was off. I found the setting to fix the same on the Roland, and then the sound output was fine. Now let's test out a game from the internal hard drive. I'm now booting the system with the EDIS master image burned onto a floppy. Now let's go into the switch.x program to select the correct amount of RAM. Now I have set the memory to 4096 KB, which is the correct amount of RAM installed on the machine. Then I exit the switch program and go back to the command prompt. And now it's time to restart the machine. Now let's check if the changes were saved. I can see that the total amount of RAM in the system is now being measured correctly. Now let's play some Daimakaimura to test it out. Oh, and what happened to the video signal? I realized that the PCast is not able to sync up properly to the 15 kHz RGB signal which is being output from the computer. I tried to reset the scan converter, but it did not help. Then I looked around on the internet to find this website about an article on how to change the resolution of x68000 games to the custom resolution that you want. I followed the guide mentioned for Daimakaimura. I pressed button 1, then down, then button 1 and then down 4 times. and then left, and voila, the resolution changes to mode 4 HSP. It takes some time for the scan converter to adjust the output resolution and set it up properly, but it does the job eventually, and it does it pretty well. I really had a great time restoring this machine to its original glory. I am now happy that it is going to a good home and that it will be taken care of. As always, thanks for watching.